Well, finally got her started. Battery was dead from it sitting without being plugged in, so I plugged it in, sat overnight, started today, and I'm gonna get it pulled in and cleaned out back here in the corner of the shop. So we're gonna pull it in back here in the corner and see what we can get done to it here in the near future. I don't know if I'm gonna work on it today much. I'm at least gonna get it pulled inside. That way it's inside. When it starts getting cold out, I can really start working on it. Once we get it inside, I'm gonna go over a video a little bit, talking about what all I plan on doing to it and everything. What all I plan on trying to strip down on it and stuff to get ready to paint. I'm gonna take a little bit of a video while I'm pulling it in, letting the air finish building up. So a couple of things I've already done that I didn't get on video that I should have. I replaced the cabin air ride. Was one of the airbags was leaking so bad that the air ride, the cab wouldn't sit still. It would start get to hopping. So I replaced that. When I replaced both the airbags, I cleaned up the frame around the airbags and repainted it, reprimered it, and repainted it. That way, when it comes time to paint the rest of the frame, that spot's already painted. I don't have to worry about taping off real tight around the edges of the airbags. I can just tape off that whole area and be done with it. And then I replaced the trailer airlines and the trailer electrical connection, the cord that goes to the trailer. I replaced those too. So it's got brand new cords and a brand new cord and 2 brand new airlines on there. Those will probably come off when it comes time to paint. Clutch brake still works in this whole thing too. Might take this thing for a little drive down the driveway. Brakes are really stiff on her. It's been sitting too long in the same spot. Probably has some flat spots and tires too. This has a 9-speed Fuller with a Detroit Series 60 under the hood. This truck was my dad's truck. It was originally a Continental truck out of Sydney, Ohio. A family friend of ours bought it, used it for a while, hauling some heavy equipment around, and then he sold it to us then, and we used it for the farm for several years. And then it, unfortunately, it just got parked. Eventually it got parked and sat. Now it just needs, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the truck, it just needs some TLC and a good cleanup. I already cleaned the interior really well back when I first started messing with this thing. But it just needs some TLC, it needs a little bit of fix up, definitely needs fluid changes, needs set tires. I think the brake pads are all okay. I don't know what kind of shape the brake drums are in yet though. And then the biggest thing is I want to get the frame cleaned up, repainted, and then repaint the body and do some body work and stuff. Go out on the road because this thing doesn't have license on it. So it never got the whole IFTA certification done. Transmission being a 9-speed is set up a little weird. You got first second, third, and fourth in low range, and then you switch to high range and it's fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and then your ninth gear, it'll only go into ninth gear in high range. It won't let you go into it in low range. Well, I don't know, it might, but it's not labeled on the shift pattern as being an option. It's labeled as a just being ninth gear, high range, and that's it. Make sure I'm in low range and reverse, because the high range reverse on this thing is quick. You better know where you're going. I've always loved this truck and the way it sounds. I used to ride with Dad in it all the time, so just hearing it run makes me think of him instantly, just because all the time I spent riding with him in this thing on the farm, hauling grain to the elevator and stuff. My goal eventually is to get this thing fixed up and be able to take it like to some truck shows, maybe Louisville Truck Show and some other places like that. Without all the wind and stuff, you can really hear how it sounds now. The engine still runs good and strong. It's not, all in all, it's not a truck. The truck itself isn't in bad shape. The frame is all still in good shape. Everything's still in good shape and everything works. It doesn't really have a whole lot of air leaks or anything on it. Doesn't really have a whole lot of electric problems. Like I said earlier, it just needs some TLC. There's the new air lines I was talking about, and then you can see the airbags. I put 2 new airbags and repainted the frame right there. So that's going to be the color of the whole frame, and the tanks and all that stuff is going to be that battleship gray, and then the cab itself is going to be a New Holland blue with a black. I don't know if I'm going to do kind of a style like this, kind of that 90s, 80s, 90s style paint job, but it's going to have a black stripe of some kind across the side. And then the truck number right up here on the front of the hood is going to be 8870 is going to be the truck number. And then on the back of the cab, the truck is going to be named Big Blue. So I'm going to make this truck a tribute truck to Dad. It'll have 8870 on the side of the hood, somewhere up here on the front of the hood. I'm gonna do like black stripes like the New Hollands do, probably that same kind of curve up in the back, and then the tanks and the frame and everything like that is all gonna be like a battleship gray color. And obviously we're gonna put a better stack on it, because we gotta be able to let the neighbors hear that 60 series purr. Shut off now. I can actually talk without having to yell over it. Yeah, it's a fairly clean truck. It's not in bad shape. It's just been sitting outside for a while, so there's a lot of little things on it that need cleaned up. I am going to have to get a new fifth wheel. I don't know if you can see it very well in the video, but this fifth wheel plate the mounting plate is bowed real bad because it's rust jacked so bad. I'll probably just try to see if I can find like a used fifth wheel plate somewhere that's still in decent shape. Clean it up, paint it to match, and then mount it on there. It's got a couple small air leaks on it. I fixed some of the big ones already. That way it would quit. That way it at least would build up air whenever I needed to move it around and stuff. Headlights and stuff, and the bumper is already out. The bumper I threw in the trash, or part of the bumper, because it was all broke and cracked and falling apart anyway. The headlights, I took them all out. Alright, here's the bezels and headlight housings. That's the taillight housings. I got to get new housings for the headlights and new bezels and stuff. Replace all that because they were all cracked and falling apart, dry rotted. The headlights didn't work, or no, one of them worked. One of the 4 worked. I gotta get new mud flaps. The old mud flap brackets were all rotted out real bad, so I just took them off. I got part of the frame here I gotta straighten out there. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to keep making video. I'm gonna try to get a GoPro, and I want to make videos of the journey along as I start tearing into this thing and tearing it apart and rebuilding stuff on it. I'll keep making videos and see how it comes along. So thanks for watching. Look out for the next video to get posted here in the next week or so.